and welcome to Idealgist News Review for the week. My name is Joy Dixon. The former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Atahiro Jega, has blamed Nigerian politicians for the foot dragging on adopting electronic transmission of election results in the country. The former INEC boss observed that the politicians don't want electronic transmission because it will expose their selfish propaganda. Jega, who lambasted politicians in such a category, however, added that the traditional way of transmitting election results is already outdated and Nigeria must adopt the latest technology which can improve the credibility of its electoral processes. He made his mind known during a recent national political summit in Abuja under the aegis of the National Consultative Front (NCF). The Senate Committee Chairman of the Nigerian Army, Senator Ali Ndume, has stated that the Nigerian military is overwhelmed with battles on many fronts. Ndume, a lawmaker representing Borno South in the National Assembly, lamented the audacity of the bandit terrorists to attack military formations in the northwest. He stated that in the northeast, Boko Haram terrorists took the fight to military formations. They attacked barracks and dislodged military formations. The military had to withdraw from those areas. As I speak, the Bama barracks has not been rebuilt. The situation in Mongonu is still the same. There are so many formations that were dislodged. There are countless times that the military formations have been attacked, he told The Sun in an interview. The Vice President, Professor Yemi Oshibanjo, on Monday challenged young Nigerians to contest for elective positions in the 2023 elections if they want to assume power. He stated that the aim of the Not Too Young to Run movement would be defeated if the youth failed to contest for elective positions. Oshibanjo, who spoke through the Senior Special Assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on National Assembly Matters Senate, Babajide Omoworare, said power is never given on a platter. He stated this during a two-day retreat for young legislators in Lagos. Oshibanjo said the government had been preparing and equipping the capacity of youth as future leaders, stressing that youth who are ready to hold elective positions in 2023 should join a political party or form new ones. Former Governor of Kano State, Senator Ibrahim Shekaru, has backed the call for the presidency to move to the south in 2023. The South governors had on two occasions demanded that the 2023 presidency should go to the southern region of the country. But the northern governors at a meeting in Kaduna last month rejected the idea of a southern presidency in 2023, claiming the demand is unconstitutional. In an interview with Channels Television on Monday, Shekaru stated that it would be unfair for another northern to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari in 2023. The senator representing Kano Central in the National Assembly stated that zoning the 2023 presidency to the south is the best thing to do in the interest of justice and fairness and to give a sense of belonging to the region. Shekaru, however, condemned the South governors for demanding that the presidency must come to the south, saying that the governors have no right to make such a demand. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has denied allegations that the federal government is not decisive in its action against armed bandits terrorizing several parts of the country. He argued that those spreading such insinuations are agents of fake news who don't want to see anything good in government efforts. Mohammed, who spoke during an interview on Tuesday with the Nigerian Television Authority (NTA), said it is an act of disservice to the government and the security agents to claim bandits are being handled with kid gloves while separatists and other criminals are getting it hard. The minister said the position of the government is that all the criminals are the same regardless of the name by which they are called and must all be treated as criminals, which they are. The spokesperson of Miyetti Allah Kuta Hor, Sela Al-Hassan, has stated that herdsmen would not obey any anti-open grazing law. Most states in the south have enacted laws to prohibit the open grazing of cattle in the region. Speaking to Punch on Tuesday, Al-Hassan stated that open grazing remains the way of life for Fulani herdsmen, hence the decision to disobey the law. He disclosed that the group would drag states that decide to enforce the law. The Miyetti Allah image maker stated that the group would also take political and spiritual steps in stopping the enforcement. First, we take legal action. Secondly, we'll seek a political solution, and then spiritual. We will invoke the wrath of God on those opposing the open grazing law, Al-Hassan said. He claimed that the anti-open grazing law was deployed by southern governors to force their northern counterparts to negotiate for their presidency. President Muhammadu Buhari on Wednesday evening met with former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. The duo met behind closed doors inside the presidential villa Abuja after the meeting of the weekly Federal Executive Council. Jonathan, who arrived for the meeting at about 4 p.m., did not speak with State House correspondents at the end of the meeting. The presidency also did not disclose the agenda of the meeting. President Muhammadu Buhari has scrapped the Department of Petroleum Resources (DPR) and replaced it with the Nigerian Upstream Regulatory Commission (NURC). The Senate President Ahmed Lawan made this known on Wednesday during the confirmation of the appointment of board members of NURC. Lawan stated that the new agency has automatically replaced DPR and would take over its responsibilities in the petroleum industry. The confirmation of the nominees followed the consideration of a report by the Senate Committee on Petroleum Resources Upstream, led by its chairman, Senator Albert Akpan. President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday presented the 2022 Appropriation Bill 2022 budget to a joint section of the National Assembly. Buhari was accompanied to the legislature by governors, ministers, and other aides. A total expenditure of 16.39 trillion naira is proposed for the federal government in 2022. Faisal Minor, the son of the former chairman of the defunct pension reformed tax force team Abdul Rashid Minor, has been sentenced to 14 years in prison. The Federal High Court in Abuja sentenced Faisal to 14 years in prison for pension fraud on Thursday. Justice Okon Abang delivered the ruling in the suit filed by the federal governor against Faisal Abdul Rashid Minor on money laundering charges. Recall that Faisal had refused to attend his trial since November 24, 2020, after jumping bail and allegedly fleeing to the United States through Niger Republic. Ruling on Thursday on Court 1, Justice Abang jailed Faisal for 5 years in Count 2. He was sentenced to 14 years imprisonment with effect from today. Faisal was also ordered to return to the federal government the sum of 58.1 million naira and the company used to wind up. While sentencing him to 5 years for Count 3, Justice Abang stated that the terms would run up concurrently. Up next is Sports News. Please stay with us. Super Eagles of Nigeria on Thursday evening, October 7th, suffered a home defeat against visiting Central African Republic, losing 1-0 in a game played at the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos. The first half, however, ended with the two teams finding it hard to score at the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos. Super Eagles came out smoking in the second half, but they were still unable to score against their opponents. After months of speculations, Premier League side Newcastle United have finally announced its new ownership with Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund, led by Prince Mohammed bin Salman, replacing Mike Ashley at the St. James Park in a huge boost to the Magpies. In an announcement made by the Premier League and Newcastle United, Saudi Arabia's consortium has finally acquired 100% ownership of the Magpies after an agreement between the English football governing body, the club, and St. James Holdings Limited was settled earlier in the day, following months of legal battle. The Premier League, Newcastle United Football Club, and St. James Holdings Limited have today settled the dispute over the takeover of the club by the consortium of PIF, PCP, Capital Partners, and Arabis Sports and Media, reads part of the official statement from the Premier League. Meanwhile, Newcastle United is expected to be the new Premier League powerhouse, with majority of football fans and pundits predicting a serious reinforcement during the coming January transfer window, as well as in the summer, with the club now overtaking Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain as the richest in the world of football. Coming up shortly, it's entertainment news. Popular Nollywood veteran Chiweta Lagu has quite a reaction on social media after news of his arrest made the rounds. According to reports, the filmmaker was arrested and harassed in Onitsha by Nigerian soldiers for wearing a Biafran flag outfit in the open. Video shared by his colleague Rita Edoche showed the moment the actor was stopped in his bus and asked to come down as soldiers surrounded him. Nigerian music star Tiwa Savage has revealed that she's been blackmailed with her sex tape. The singer made this known during a chat with Power 105.1 FM's Angie. According to her, she got to find out about the blackmail after her road manager sent her the tape. When asked if the blackmailer was the person she was dating, Savage cleared the air about her current partner's reaction to the news. Tiwa shared that the person who contacted her threatened to release the tape if she does not pay them the Bitcoin amount that they asked for. It is not clear if the mother of one has reported the case to the police. That's all. Thank you for watching. My name is Joy Dixon. To have a great day.